What is up, guys? Hey, welcome to my show. This is this is a new episode started. This is Ram from your friend Hire Bunch of Fire Bunches. Welcome to my channel and to this new episode. I have some changes for my for my video recording and also the content because I have been probably you guys don't know. I have worked with few YouTubers, not for their content, but marketing and stuff. But I learned them, in the meanwhile that how to actually work everything out to produce and to make content. Because I really, really want to help you guys. You know me, you know. So here we go. All right, so let's pop this thing up. Same old, same old. Um, let's do this. All right, so here we go. Okay, formal. Welcome to my channel, Hire a Bunch of Fire Bunches. In today's episode, I'm gonna go over one of the very and the only questions that you guys have every day, nightmare you. Please introduce yourself. It's too hard, right? All right. Before that, I actually got pointed out a few friends that have watched my videos that my background is so boring. Why it's always fire, this flame. Well, tell a little bit. If you understand my channel's name, Hire a Bunch of Fire Bunches, I just wanted to make fire, flame backgrounds of my slide to make you guys remember that getting higher is not too sweet, but getting fire is burning her. So that is why. But hey, like I said, I'm going to make some changes. So here we go. This first change, I'll show you some sunshine, spring, grassland, and trees. Everything's so nice, but we have to go over why is that question so hard. Well, here I have a little website telling me something about this question. But first of all, my own theory, based on my own experience, is that the company asking you this question, introduce yourself, to understand how your own experience is matching up or not their priority of the company and also backgrounds of this job in a very short summarization and organization. This is where they're looking for. But you know, I we're just looking for a job, right? So I mean, why making us life so hard? To be honest with you, based on some research about this from this website, Green Coach Leaf, no sponsorship and fair use that even the very veteran expert in internship, work experience, and job application experience, they made mistakes. And there are two patterns of mistakes. First, people just literally walking through their resume. Oh, this is me. I had examples. I have such and such a degree from university A or B. Then I blah, blah, blah. And I want to change job. And here you go. I found this job. Very bad. Very bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. And the other one is they do everything very organized and answer the question, but with no passions, no storytelling, no example, and just plain. Example will be same. I have degrees and I work at the company. Until then, I have excellent experience, and here's how I can match up with you guys and give me the job. Not so good, right? Now, um, for my understanding and my own experience, what you can do is we can actually turn this around with this question, right? So we can make this very great opportunity that, first of all, you can transition something bad into good. So basically, you're kind of nervous, but using this opportunity to tell these interviewees or the people who interviewing you that what are you good at? Example, I'll be introduce when they asking you introduce, you could say, well, I am very good at something that is matching up your current opportunities or priorities, right? The next move will be I can use this opportunity as icebreaker. Maybe after you've done some research about the company, about this people who interview you, you know that you guys are graduate from a common college. Then you can say, hey, I'm have such a degree from such a college. Meanwhile, I believe you are also graduate from this college, right? Okay, here you go. And also, you can make this opportunity or this question as a opportunity from defending yourself, just answering question passively, to a very active attacking opportunity. Well, this might need a little pondering on you. That, for example, when they ask you to introduce yourself, you can say, "Well, I have such a degrees, and this is such a field of experience, but I do believe that during my research time of the company, I found something very interesting. Can you tell me a little bit more about this?" Yes. Then we got the upper hand opportunity asking them question. I'm not just telling you to mess around with the interviewers, right? I'm just telling you that this might be your opportunity to show them that you did actually do some research. B, well, you need a little break, right? Giving them opportunity for them to talking, give you a little break to think about next move. So, but all these theories, I know, I'm just talking. Now, this is something that I have promised you guys for a long time, for at least few previous episodes about my own experience, some really good record, live experience from an interview, the very, very setting up of interviews. Now here we go. I am going to show you some very cool live recording from my interview, and I actually did got a permission for that because I told them I'm gonna do some editing for their voices and also edit, cut out some of the names, companies, and even my degrees and my college names. So here we go. The one and the very, sorry, not the one and the only, but the very live experience. Now listen carefully, and I'm gonna show you what it is. So here we go. Let me back up. All right, there you go.
So tell me a little bit. So you're currently working as a...
Yep, you got it
All
right.
right. Tell me a little bit about your position there and what you're doing. And...
Yeah, sure. So I'm basically a consultant for this very lean startup company. They have 8 to 10 people. Basically, they're looking for someone to help them transfer their patents from paper to prototype, and then maybe looking to commercialization.
Okay.
So I've been leading 2 of the projects so far, sponsored. It's basically one person with multiple hats job. I start researching their patents from scratch, developing a method to produce parts and assembly for those patents, test the technology out, and do performance tests, and then looking for manufacturing process into hopefully make mass production or something, and also taking participation in meetings with other vendors or national labs, academic institute to debug or troubleshoot anything happen on the prototype. So far so good. I mean, the 2 project has been led into the milestone of completed prototypes.
Okay.
So right now I'm looking for national labs and maybe local university to co-op with some performance tests. Hopefully we'll pass it and go into the next stage.
Wow. So what happens during the next stage?
It's most likely will be commercialization. So before that, I need to speak to different maybe potential interested customer, getting more orders, or if somebody has already in the industry pretty mature.
All right, probably gonna
and also interested in
fast forward.
It's the electrochemical membrane.
Oh, okay.
So basically speaking, it's polymers.
Okay.
So they have other molecule. So
That sounds like another cool project.
Yes. Yeah, basically
Yeah,
R&D,
she's
but like
interested
I
it.
said, having
Now I got my close
meta
statement.
parts or Alana parts for my assistant.
Listen carefully
I
how I
usually
close
just
it.
communicate with them, send them my blueprints, and they make something up. So it's very cross-functional team, very lean but cross-functional teams, and I believe I can transfer all this to the engineering team here.
Very good. Oh, I missed myself. So basically, I started very how can I say it? I started trying to make them interesting because I said, oh well, this is a kind of hybrid job that I did with my previous company, and I want to make sure they understand it. So I talk about it a few project and even some of the best moments that I had during this project. And I also mentioned some name that I cut it off during this audio because of permissions and stuff. So those names of company and those names of institution actually very matching this company's background. And I believe what I was doing, I was trying to, I wouldn't say lure her in, but I trying to make sure she knows that I was talking about a very similar thing. This coming job or this interviewing company is very familiar with. And then, I just started stretching to my daily working schedule that I believe, I'm pretty sure she's going to ask me later, but I actually answer this question right now when she asking me introducing myself, and it's I make it more stretchy. So usually people are gonna say tell you that I this introducing yourself question make sure it's 60 seconds or 30 seconds lifting elevation. But to my this case, I mean, because I already started her interested in asking question. Oh, well, that's a very cool project. I know this is my time to extending my opportunity to, you know, to attacking her question. And I believe after my closing statement about cross-functional team job that I have, experience that I have, so I'm pretty sure I can benefit your next position, your next as my next employer. And after all these, show off, I asked a question. I was like, "Hey, can you tell me a little bit more about this position?" And I believe she was like, I remember she was like, "Oh yeah, that's actually my next move," and blah blah blah. Um, as a summary, this is what I did. I tried to tell them and display, explain, and also making the example how I match myself, my skills to your company with multiple examples and my project experience rather than waiting for her to ask me, can you tell me a little bit your experience, how you matched it? No, I actively attacking all that potential question. Excuse me. Now the second move is I show them my strength, right? Cross-functional, either my closing statement or what I was trying to explain for my daily working schedule and the project, right? Then the third one and not the last one is I show them I asking question to the company. So after my closing speech or closing statement, I asking them, hey, can you tell me a little bit more about your company's project? I told you myself, my experience, and I believe this is a match of your company, but I need more information so I can dig more from my experience to make you understand why we have a match. Well, so yeah, guys, pretty much this is all this is about. Um, I know people's experience varies, and I understand that not everybody's experience works for everybody else. But by showing you guys my examples and especially especially the very my own my own experience and the live recording from the interviews. Just want to make sure you guys know what it is and how did I do to win the interviews. So again, hey, if you like, subscribe, comment, or dislike, BS on my comment section, I will look at it. But make sure you share, either like or not like. I'll be, always welcome to that. Again, this is your friends. This is Ram. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Ram. This is Hire Bunch of Firebomb channel. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.